Hello, we are here with an update on the game. I guess this is week 2 of development, and I will show you what I've been doing. I have this start screen, doesn't do anything yet, but it lets you get into the main level from the main menu, so there's that. And this is the same world generation system as before. However, you'll notice I have a bunch of new tabs. The first thing, I have some units, right? If I go here, you'll see we got a little warrior guy. We've got a little ranger guy. And we got a little slime guy, right? These are placeholder assets in place, just to get units on the board. And these units have pathfinding, right? So they have a maximum amount of movement points they can go. I've assigned movement points to tiles, and they can walk. We've also got abilities added. I'll show you these in a bit, but they have costs associated with them. So each unit right now has 1 action point, and each ability costs 1 action point. Some abilities, just for testing purposes, have a maximum limit per turn uses, and some of them have cooldowns, and all of that functions. And then we have teams, so I can have a red team. I don't know why the UI expands, but that's something I can fix probably. And if I hit the start turn-based button, now we have turn-based teams. If I hit next unit, it cycles between the 3 red team units. Then you can move. You can use these abilities down here. Each unit has their own assigned abilities, and you can hit them with hotkeys that are currently on the number 1 through 10. So 1 is melee attack, 2 is this dark wave ability, 3 is a heal, 4 is a movement speed buff. So if I like dark wave, and the costs once again are highlighted here. This is a health cost. And we got our warrior boy here. Just go ahead and give him a smack. And his sword slash has the 1 out of 1, which means it can only be used once per turn. That really doesn't mean anything in the context of this test, considering they all have 1 action point anyway, but that's just something in there. And you can see it works because 1 out of 2, right? So that functions. And now nobody can do anything, so next turn. And let's just have you... He can't move, he's out of movement points. I don't know if he should be out of movement points or not, but whatever. Okay, so hit him with that. We hit. If I move 2 tiles back, I can probably this guy. Boom. Okay, unit has been killed. He's removed from the team list. I'll put a death animation in there eventually. And now we can start running up on this dude. I think that's all we can do this turn. Bonk. And then next unit, let's have you run back, smack this guy, and turn. Little UI bug there, but that's fine. just going to kind of speed through this to try to get to a... Boom. Oh, okay, well. If I had killed everything on the red team, then it would have said blue team wins, or team 1, team 0, whatever, wins, and then I would have been ended game. So yeah. That's what I've done. We got health bars, we got movement, we got loads of stuff. Next steps, I'm going to be trying to implement my idea for phased turns. So you have your planning phase, you have your AI phase, which I guess would be enemy phase, and then you would have combat phase. The trick is, how am I going to implement the initiative stat into the combat system? Because the way I want it to work is you have your movement phase, which is like a traditional 4X, where everybody gets to move around at the same time, but they can set targeting orders. Then you have your enemy phase, where the AI will be able to do all of their targeting orders and all that stuff. And then you have your combat phase, where it just goes down a list of units, and each unit executes their actions in order based off of initiative stats. So a unit has 5 initiative, they will move or execute their orders before a unit with 4 initiative, so on and so forth. Figuring that out is probably going to take up a fair bit of next week. But that will be where I want to be. So, cool. Anyway, that's the game. Shaping up, you know. I also want to get cities in, but that's... maybe that can happen next week. I don't know. Anyway, bye.